Hello YouTube, it is Wednesday, July 13th, 2022, Amazon Prime Day. Yeah, so yeah, they really hooked us up at the warehouse today. Got a popsicle and a t-shirt. I was kind of hoping for a cost of living raise, but hey, I'll take the popsicle and the t-shirt. So hopefully this video doesn't get cut off because my battery is really low and I forgot to bring a USB-C charging cable. And of course I got a micro USB cable with me, which, you know, at least I could have charged my earbuds if I needed to. I see what time it is. It's 5:38 a.m. right now. Didn't really hang out and talk to anybody after the shift. I was kind of in the mood to, but I don't know. I don't know. Today I'm a little. I pretty much was doing pallets all night tonight, and I'm just kind of disappointed. At one point I was somewhat ahead, and then at some point I just got behind, and I got way behind, and not happy with the amount of pallets that I left in the loading zone and the haphazardness I left them in. I'd like to do better than that. I would have really liked to finish the second truck I was loading. The first truck I did was just immaculately perfect and neat, and there's a way that I pack them in there where I end up getting 2 more stacks than most everybody else gets in there. Just because I do them just so neat and just so neat and tight, and which ends up being 40 more pallets in the truck than what most everybody else loads. And I'm also very consistent in every single stack that I put in has 20 pallets. So I've noticed that in the trucks, you know, when I'm finishing up a truck that was done by somebody else, it's pretty inconsistent as far as how much is in each stack. I mean, they all seem to be, you know, over 15, 16, but they don't seem to be consistently at 20. Now, there's a bunch of tricks that I've learned to get it like that, but a lot of it just has to do with manual stacking, and that's probably where I failed today. I just put so much effort into the manual stacking that I try to get them perfect, and I should have realized just how busy it was getting, and there comes a point where I just need to leave good enough alone and just load the damn things, and I didn't. I just kept going for perfect, but oh well. I mean, I didn't get any complaints, you know. I mean, I didn't have anybody, you know. At one point it's like, hey, I had one of the co-lead water spider, Adrian. He's just like, hey, they're chewing us out because there's pallets in the buffer, and I'm like, dude, I just freed up a bunch of space in the front. We just run it up the middle, get it into the front. I said we should be able to get everything out of here. But I kind of take for granted like how good I am at maneuvering a stack of pallets on a pallet jack. And not everybody has that kind of finesse with a pallet jack, so they're trying to get them in there, and they're just smacking against the ones on the side, you know. Whereas I just run right through there. But anyway, yeah, I know. It's probably boring to absolutely everybody else in the world, but I actually really enjoy doing the pallets. I'm just disappointed that I didn't get more done, and I feel like I maybe should have managed my time a little better. Of course, one of my fails, I forgot to bring my drink bottle, so I kept having to go and get water and drink them out of the little paper cups, and that's which reminded me I still had some tea. Oh, dang, I'm thirsty. It really worked up a lot. I was sweating today. Definitely sweating today. Might have to brave the dirty shower when I get home, just because I can't. I'm kind of sweaty and icky, and don't really know when I'll have a chance to shower someplace else where there's a cleaner shower, so I'm just gonna have to tough it out. And I'm assuming Priscilla took a shower a couple days ago because the bathtub was all full. You know what? I really think the landlord would probably do something about it, but at this point, it's just so messy in there. I'm just embarrassed to have him come in. So, you know what? I'm so front of the line, I am gonna actually stay here. Normally, when this, you know, when I get out this time of day and the traffic is all backed up from so many people, so many Amazon employees leaving at once and turning left here, I'll go into the right lane and go straight, and I've got a way of back roading on up to 67th Avenue. But yeah, there were too many semis parked on the right for me to be able to go around the left turn lane. And of course, what would solve this is if they connected 79th Avenue at Roosevelt with 79th Avenue overpass. Like that would solve this. I mean, you know, it would have made my life easier as a pedestrian walking to the bus stop, but even now as a person driving, and to have all the traffic from Amazon going out on that carpool entrance, you know, would take away from the congestion here. But I don't know. I get the feeling that finishing that is completely, I think Phoenix thinks it's ADOT's problem and ADOT thinks it's Phoenix problem, and I think it's just off everybody's radar. And I keep saying I'm going to send some emails out about it, but, you know, I never get around to that because I'm always way more consumed with my girlfriend drama. So the last two videos, I kept saying I was going to add a big story about what happened yesterday, and I really need to get this out of my mind before the memory fades. And it is going to get sexually graphic. Just saying. So y'all been warned. If you're underage or my mom probably just want to cut this one now. Wait for the next video. So anyway, as I've been saying, once again, Priscilla made promises that she was going to spend time with me and be involved with me, and actually, we sort of had sex. I mean, there was no P in the V, but yeah, it was actually better than the last time that actually happened. So, you know, I mean, I felt like she was considerably more into it, and it was a lot about the way she kind of came on to me on Saturday afternoon, which was completely unexpected. Like, it had been such a bad week, you know, like, I don't know, we had a couple of days that were kind of getting better, but it just the more I thought about the stuff she was saying and the way she ditched me the weekend before and disappeared the entire holiday weekend with the only explanation being, I was invited to a barbecue. Barbecue where you stay the night 3 days in a row. Got it. And then, of course, the way she ditched me out the bar. I'm nowhere near over that. And the thing with the bass guitar is just hella shady. So anyway, we'd had this talk, and it was like, well, you know, just you need to spend time with me and not just use me for sex. You make me feel like a whore. And I'm like, well, okay, that's fair, but kind of, you know, you just keep denying me for sex and spending the night at other places. It just makes me not want to be around you. And a lot of that started with we would go to the Wander Inn and sing karaoke, and she'd be totally flirty with me in the bar, and kind of rubbing my thigh at the bar and squeezing me and stuff, and just putting on this display of, oh yeah, we're a hot couple, you know, and we'd be singing duets together, and then as soon as we get home, I'd head to bed, she'd sit on the couch, and she's just more interested in her cell phone and her laptop, and it just has me completely on ignore. And and she falls asleep on the couch with her clothes on, and I'm like, hey, come to bed, and she's like, oh yeah, in a minute, and then she never does. And then if I try to, feel a butter on the couch while she's got her clothes on, so of course that's not going very far, I get the don't touch me crap. So, get me all worked up at the bar for nothing. So it's gotten to the point where I don't want to be around her. We can't have that kind of relationship and then turn that off and expect that I'm still going to be nice to you. Expect that I'm going to still want to spend my spare time with you. No, it doesn't. It just, I'm not wired that way. It just is what it is. Or continue to do nice things for you. And then the whole thing of her, being in my apartment, I've been telling her for years that she needs to get her own place. I've also been telling for years that she needs to get her office out of Lily's room. So, those things haven't happened yet. It's just, I feel like my wishes are just completely disrespected. My home is completely disrespected. And now at this point, my body completely disrespected. So yeah, I'm been very unhappy with her, but of course they just, 8 years of the best lover I ever had is a hard thing to dismiss, and definitely the best relationship and best, one of the best friends and just best everything. I mean, and maybe I fucked up by not marrying her. Maybe I did, and maybe that's what it is. Because there was a point where she was constantly dropping hints about that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. And granted, I mean, the stuff Daniela did to me, Priscilla didn't do that to me. Daniela did it, but at the time, there were benefits I was receiving, government benefits I was receiving, much of which also involved my children, and I'm not sure. I can't imagine that getting married is gonna help that. It's probably just gonna cause me to be disqualified for stuff, and I didn't want to do that. But I mean, once the kids are grown up, maybe. But yeah, I just don't feel like doing that. Well, I mean, Allison's grown up. That's happened. But I mean, Lily's still 12, wherever she is. Anyway, I was gonna get to the fun sex stuff, and I'm just venting on the just general stuff I've been frustrated about for years. So anyway, this week, I mean, I gave her the pizza. That was nice. And then but the next morning, like, just, I come home to her noodling on that bass guitar, and that's something that's I'm. The circumstances are just so suspicious that. No, I'm not happy she got a bass guitar. I mean, I know that's something she's really interested in and wants, but you know what? That's something you should get after you get an apartment. After you get your own place, get yourself a bass guitar. And the fact that some other dude gave it to her, that's just, that guy's trying to get in your pants. I just don't think that's a friendly gift. I'm sorry. No. That's way too much money. Either he has got in her pants or he's trying really hard. That's where his head is. And I'm just saying that as a guy. It's just, and she won't tell me who this person is. The fact that she's got friends, male friends, that she doesn't tell me about, like, that's just the biggest of big red flags. So no, I'm not cool with this whatsoever. Anyway, so she's and I'm just repeating stuff that I've mentioned in other ones. I'm probably going to run out of battery before I get to the new and relevant stuff. But more traffic than I expected today. It's 5:50. I still got 10 minutes of the carpool lane being not a carpool lane. So hopefully I can make it to the 202 in 10 minutes. I think I can. So anyway, because it's a lot easier to get on the 202 from the left exit than it is the right exit. Anyway, the way that the conversation that we had, and I want to say that was Wednesday morning, just really rubbed me the wrong way. And the whole, come in and try to cuddle with me, but then oh yeah, no, I'm teasing you, huh? I'm like, yeah. I'm taunting you, huh? I'm like, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not going to do anything with you because I just pooped. I'm like, really? That's, wow, okay. Because had you wiped your ass like a normal person, like that shouldn't be really a factor. Just saying. And the fact, well, I gotta go get coffee and stuff. And then she's gone for like 45 minutes. Like, it shouldn't take that long to get coffee. I go get coffee, or not coffee, but tea and eggs down at QT. I walk there and walk back and still handle it less than that. So I'm just kind of like, why does it take her so long? What else is she doing? It's just, they say if there's no trust in a relationship, that the relationship's no good, and there's no trust left at all. None. I just feel like it's just all bullshit at this point. But anyway, yeah. So there's time. There was time. If she wanted to be intimate with me, there was time. But yeah, makes time for the bass guitar before I get there. Makes time for the trip to get beverages. I mean, she knows what time I get home. She could have done that before I got there. She can noodle around on the bass guitar after I go to work. Anyway, it's not like she doesn't know my schedule. My schedule's pretty consistent. So, this oversized truck is kind of hovering on my right. Like that at all. Anyway, so that didn't sit so well with me. But then the real killer was when I got home Thursday morning from Amazon, and she was gone, and obviously spent the night somewhere else. This whole spending the night somewhere else, like, does she have a curfew, blah, blah, blah? No, she's not my wife. But you know what? No, I'm just absolutely not cool with it at all. And she still absolutely refused to tell me who she's spending the night with, who she's sleeping with. And I mean literally sleeping with, not having sex. Obviously, she's going somewhere and she's sleeping with someone. Even if she's not curled up with them, she's on their couch or on their bed, and she's not in my bed or at my home, where she's supposed to be. And she refuses to tell me what that is. I'm 100% not cool with that. Yeah. So yeah, I was just livid, and there's been just no, well, I guess there was, at that point, like, we didn't really have any kind of contact until just cold shoulder until Saturday, and I was amazed, like, the sex thing happened on Saturday afternoon. But, it was all about, well, when you spend time, I'm like, okay, yeah, for sure. He said, and you need to be cleaning up this mess. And she's all talking about how she's going to clean supplies, she's going to do all this cleaning, and she's finally going to do that. That's what she's doing this weekend. Good, because that's what you need to do, because you've trashed my apartment, and you need to clean the mess you made. And yes, I will help you after I sleep, but I work graveyards, and I need to sleep now. So, yeah, for me to wake up and her to be gone, and then not come back for 2 days, I'm livid. Abso-fucking-lutely livid. And I didn't talk to her. And my plan was not to talk to her anymore. And Monday morning, I was, talking to my landlord and talking to the clerk of the Superior Court and talking to some agencies trying to figure out, hey, how do I get a court order to get this woman out of my fucking apartment because she won't leave? So, yeah, I have no desire to talk to her at all. But I still have sexual desires. I'm a grown man with grown man needs. So, at this point, I don't really have anybody else. I don't even really have time to pursue anybody else. So, I'm just taking matters into my own hands. And the saddest thing, the most depressing thing about this is because she was such a great lover for so long. I mean, there's limitless free porn on the internet. Between Pornhub and XNXX, like just there's more new porn uploaded every day than somebody could watch in a day. Every day. And every now and then I want to go back to the old favorites. Like Cindy Woods, her face, riding on the corner of her bed on Yanks. Damn, that's a hot video. So whatever. But what generally always really gets me there is mine and Priscilla's home stuff. Oh yeah, we shot so much video. I mean, over the course of, the roughly 8 years that we had a good relationship, man, I mean, hours and hours of home porn. Really hot, really well done home porn. And that's what gets me going. Now, there have been times when we've been disagreeing, and she's like, oh, I want you to delete all that. I'm sure you probably do. I want you to tell me where you've been. I want you to get naked and drop on your knees, bark like a dog. We can want what we want, but it doesn't mean you're gonna get it. I'm straight up told her, no, I'm not deleting it, never. Now, granted, I can't publicly post it because that's illegal, but I can keep that for my own enjoyment for the rest of my life, and I fully intend to do so. And that's a big part of what's been getting me through all these, all these lonely days, lonely nights, and me being exceptionally sexually frustrated while she's just, in this whole don't touch me mode and spending the night with God knows whoever she's spending the night with, but not with me. And then when she is spending the night with me, she's asleep on my couch and I can't touch her. And I would say 20% of the time she's asleep on the couch, she's half naked. So, I mean, I can literally look. Shit, every time she's like that, I take pictures. They last longer. And yeah, for the most part, she just, she's working. She goes out, she goes to her little potty break. She goes out and smokes her cigarettes. I'm still annoyed that she's still a smoker. I mean, she's told me over a decade ago that she was going to quit smoking. More lies. More fucking lies. So, no, I would never marry a smoker. That alone is a deal breaker for me. I've even told her a couple of times, at this point, I don't want to date a smoker anymore. I've told her that, and I think she thinks I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I find cigarette smoking absolutely disgusting. There are times she's leaned in to kiss me, and I've just backed up because she smelled like an ashtray, and that's disgusting to me. No, I can't kiss you, because if I kiss you right now, I'm going to taste cigarettes. I'm going to straight up vomit in your mouth. That's disgusting. You said you were quitting that like a decade ago. Why are you still doing it? Clearly, you don't respect me, and you're a liar, because you're still smoking. So, anyway, so I'm in the bed making sweet love to myself, watching a video of us together. Really hot one too, like from the night of her 46th birthday. Oh yeah, she got good birthday sex on her 46th birthday. Watch that video a lot, because that's what should be happening on the regular, and it's not. It reminds me of what she's capable of when she wants to be. She's not just being a selfish bitch. So anyway, she walks in. I'm always worried if she walks in and sees me, that those are the videos I'm watching, that she's gonna push the issue of, oh, there they are, well, you need to delete them now. No. So I generally always, if that's going on, I put that away. So she didn't see what it was I was watching. As soon as she walked in the room, I stopped. I just turned off the phone. Kept stroking though. I'm just like, are you planning on helping me with this? Straight up. You come in and I'm doing this, like, are you planning on helping me with this? Because honestly, like, why did you just come in my room? Like, don't you have cigarettes to smoke? Don't you have that bass guitar from your other boyfriend to go play? You know, don't you have a stay-at-home job that you're doing that's putting my daughter out of her room to do? Because seriously, you need to either help, you know, lend a hand or some other body part, or just, because yeah, I'm not really happy with you right now. And to her credit, she did kind of feel me up a little bit, but it was just kind of a token grope. That's all it was token grope. And then she's like, "Oh, I just came in to get some of your peanut butter pretzels."